Hello everyone, welcome to Pharma Desert. This is Payal Vaja. In this video, we will discuss about Pharmacy Act Part 1. So let's get started. First of all, history. In India, there was no restriction to practice the profession of pharmacy. So in India, in the past, there was no any type of restriction to practice of profession of pharmacy. So one could practice this profession as any other profession. So persons which having a no any type of knowledge regarding profession of pharmacy and having a no education in pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry or pharmacology that were engaged in this profession. So in the past years, in India, there was no any type of restriction to practice the profession of pharmacy. Because of that reason, persons having the no knowledge as well as having a no education in pharmacy, otherwise any pharmaceutical chemistry or pharmacology, and this type of person they were engaged in profession of pharmacy. The hundred of cases that were found by government wherein the compounding, mixing or dispensing of medicines was being done by persons who were not adequately educated in this line. So hundred of cases that is found by central government or state government. In that cases, compounding, mixing or dispensing of dosage form that was done by a person who were not aware about education in pharmacy. So this causing great harm to the health of people. So by dispensing dispensing the drug with any uneducated person, they directly affect the health of any people or a patient. So it was found necessary to enact a law for the regulation of the profession and practice of pharmacy. What are the objectives of Pharmacy Act? First of all, to restore the pharmacy profession in its due place in the health service. And second one, raising the status of profession of pharmacy in India. So first of all, what is first objective? Restore the pharmacy profession in its due place in the health service. While second one, raising the status of profession of pharmacy in the India. And next one, to regulate the practice of pharmacy in India and to provide the uniform education and training throughout the India and to maintain the control over the persons entering the profession of pharmacy. So first objective, that is which restores the pharmacy profession in its place and in the health service, while second one is raising the status of pharmacy in throughout the India and to regulate the practice of pharmacy in whole India. Next one, which provide the uniform education as well as training throughout the India and which maintain the control or the person which directly entering in the into the profession of pharmacy. And Pharmacy Act also protect the public health by medical use of drugs as well as by preventing drug abuse. Next one, what is definitions? In definitions, we will see what is Pharmacy Act, what is medicinal practitioner, and what is registered pharmacist. First of all, what is Pharmacy Act? An act to regulate the profession of pharmacy. So, what is Pharmacy Act? That is a one type of act which regulate profession of pharmacy. While what is second one? Medical practitioner, a person which holding a qualification that is granted by an authority notified under the section 3 of the Indian Medical Degrees Act 1916 or specified in the schedules to the Indian Medical Council Act 1956. So first of all, what is Pharmacy Act? This type of act or Pharmacy Act which directly regulate profession of pharmacy. Well, second one, what is medical practitioner? Medical practitioner, that means a person they holding a qualification that is granted by a licensing authority under the section number 3 of Indian Medical Degree Act according to 1960. Otherwise, second one, that is or second definition of medical practitioner, that is a person which holding a qualification that is specified in the schedules to the Indian Medical Council Act according to 1956. Next one, what is registered pharmacist? A person whose name is for the time being entered in the register of state in which he or she is for the time being residing or carrying on his profession or a business of pharmacy. So what about registered pharmacist? Registered pharmacist, that means one type of person whose name is for the time being entered in the register of state. So person whose name is directly entered into the register of any state in which he or she is carrying on his profession or business of pharmacy, that are called as registered pharmacist. What is PCI? Pharmacy Council of India, that is constituted by central government, and first central council that was constituted in 1949. So first of all, PCI or Pharmacy Council of India, which is constituted by central government, and first central council that was constituted in 1948. So after the Pharmacy Act 1948, PCI that is constituted by central government, and that is constituted after Pharmacy Act. So that is constituted in 1949, and it is reconstituted at every 5 years. So PCI that is reconstituted at every 5 years. Second one, what are the constitution of PCI? PCI that is made up of three members. First one, elected members, nominated members, and ex officio members. So what about elected members? Six members elected by University Grant Commission, that are called as UGC, and there is at least one teacher of each of pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmacy, and pharmacognosy and pharmacology. So first of all, elected members that is made by various members, or elected members committee that is made by various members. First of all, six members that is directly elected by University Grant Commission, that are also called as UGC. While there is the at least one teacher of each of pharmaceutical chemistry, otherwise pharmacy, pharmacology, and pharmacognosy. Second one member that is elected by Medical Council of India. So second member that is elected from Medical Council of India, and third member that one member that is elected by State Council, who shall be a registered pharmacist. And that is about elected members. So six member elected by UGC, and there is at least one teacher of each of experience, or and there is at least one teacher and have experience in pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmacy, as well as pharmacognosy and pharmacology. While second member that is nominated by Medical Council of India, while third one that is elected by State Council, and who shall be act as a registered pharmacist. What about nominated members? Six members nominated by central government, of whom at least four shall be persons possessing a degree or diploma in and practicing pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry. So in nominated members, six members that is directly nominated by central government, and from the six members, at least four members they shall be a person they possess a degree, otherwise a diploma in and practicing a pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry. While second one, a representative of University Grant Commission and representative of AICTE, that means All India Council for Technical Education, and one member that is nominated by each state government, who shall be a registered pharmacist. So what about nominated members? In nominated members, six members nominated by central government, and from the six members, at least four members shall be a person and they possess a degree or diploma in and practicing a pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry, while remaining two, that is a representative of UGC and representative of AICT, and one member that is nominated by each state government and who shall be a registered pharmacist. What about ex officio members? In ex officio members, the Director General of Health Services, like the Director of Central Drug Laboratory and the Drug Controller of India. So ex officio members, that is made by three members. Which one? First one, Director General of Health Services. Second one, Director of Central Drug Laboratory. While third one, the Drug Controller of India. And what about executive committee? Executive committee that are consisting of president, vice president and five members that is elected by central council from its members. So in ex officio members, first three members, that is ex officio members, that is prepared or constituted by three members. First one, Director General of Health Service, while second one, Director of Central Drug Laboratory, that is CDL, and third one, Drug Controller of India. While Executive Committee that are made up of President, Vice President, and five members that is elected by Central Council from its members. And President and Vice President of Central Council, they shall be elected by member of the Council from themselves. So Council shall appoint a registrar that are act as a secretary and other officer and servant. So a PCI or council, they shall appoint a remaining person, like they appoint a registrar that are also act as a secretary and other officer and servant that are appointed by council. What are the functions of PCI? All are about introduction of PCI and constitution of PCI. Next part, that is the functions of Pharmacy Council of India. First function, education regulation. What about education regulations? Minimum standard of education laid down by PCI that are known as education regulation. Education regulation, that means minimum standard of education that is carried out by Pharmacy Council of India that are known as education regulation. So they include minimum qualification for registration as a pharmacist and minimum qualification for admission to diploma in pharmacy. In education regulation, first one is they include minimum qualification for registration as a pharmacist. So what type of minimum, how much qualification that is required for registration as pharmacist? And second one, how much qualification that is required for admission to diploma in pharmacy? Third one, duration of training and course of study, it should be covered and condition to be fulfilled by the academic institution and by examining authority. So conditions, it should be fulfilled by academic institution and that is directly examined by examining authority. Nature and period of practical training, all are the part of education practice or education training. Next one, the subjects of examination and minimum standard of passing, all should be maintained or all should be decided. Condition to be fulfilled by institution, it should be recognized for giving a practical training. So conditions are fulfilled by the institution and it is recognized for giving a practical training, and practical training contract form for a pharmacist. So all about pharmacist, all about education regulation. Second one, to regulate the education regulation in the state. And third one, that is approval of institution providing a course and examination for the pharmacist. So what are the procedure for approval of PCI? What are the procedure for PCI approval? First of all, first step, institution that has to apply to PCI or AICTE. After applying to PCI, institute PCI or AICTE depute its inspector to visit the institution. An inspector then reports to council, on which if the council that is satisfied, it approves the course of examination. So what are the steps for PCI approval? First step, that is institution that has to apply PCI or AICTE for PCI approval. Next step, that is PCI deputes its inspector to visit the institution, and after visiting the institution, inspector prepare a one type of report to council, on which if the council is satisfied, then only it approves the course of examination. What is the Provisional Pharmacy Act? That is classified into two types. First one, that is separate state council, and second one, that is interstate agreement. So Provisional Pharmacy Council, that is divided into two types. Separate state council, that are also called as SPC, while interstate agreement, that are divided into two types. First one, that is joint state council, that are also called as JPC, while second one, that is state council of first state serve the need of other state. So what is the separate state pharmacy council? Separate state pharmacy council, that is made up of or consists of three different types of members. First one, that is elected members, nominated members, and ex officio members. So constitution of separate state pharmacy council, that is made by three different type of members: elected members, nominated members, and ex officio members. First one, elected members. In elected members, six members elected from amongst themselves by registered pharmacists of the state. So first six members, that is directly elected from registered pharmacist of any state, while one member, that is elected from among themselves by the member of each medical council of state. So constitution of SPC, that is made by elected members. In elected members, six members, that is directly elected from registered pharmacist of any state, while one member, that is directly elected from member of each medical council of state. What about nominated members? It is made by five members committee. Five members of whom at least three shall be possessing a degree or diploma in pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry or be a registered pharmacist, and it should be nominated by state government. So five members, from the five members, at least three members, they shall possess a degree or diploma in pharmacy. Otherwise, they shall possess a pharmaceutical chemistry or be act as a registered pharmacist. And all members are nominated by state government. What about ex officio members? In ex officio members, Chief Administrative Medical Officer of State. So first member, that is the Chief Administrative Medical Officer of State, while second one, Government Analyst, that is nominated by state government under the Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940, and third one, officer in charge of drug control organization of the state. So what about ex officio members? In ex officio members, first one, that is Chief Administrative Medical Officer of State, second one, that is Government Analyst. They are directly nominated by state government according to Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940. While last members, that is the officer in charge of drug control organization of particular state. Second one, Joint State Pharmacy Council. According to their name, Joint State Pharmacy Council, that is defined as two or more state government that can agree that the state council of one state is to solve the need of participating state. So, what is the Joint State Pharmacy Council? According to their name, two or more state government that can agree that state council of one state, that is serve the need of another participating states. So composition of joint state pharmacy council, that are consist of three different types of members. First one, elected member, nominated members, and ex officio members. First of all, what is elected members? In elected members, 3 to 5 members elected among themselves by the registered pharmacist of each of participating states. So in elected members, 3 to 5 members, they are directly elected by registered pharmacist of each of participating states, while remaining one members they are elected from medical council of each state. And what about nominated members? Nominated members that are a committee that are made by 2 to 4 members and that are nominated by each participating state and of whom more than half possess a degree or diploma in pharmacy or be a registered pharmacist. So nominated members and nominated members, 2 to 4 members nominated by each participating state, and in that case, more than half they possess a degree, otherwise diploma in pharmacy, or it should be a registered pharmacist. What about ex officio members? In the ex officio members, the chief administrative medical officer of each participating state, the government analyst of each participating state. So ex officio members committee, they are constituted by chief administrative medical officer of each participating state. While second one, government analyst, second member, they are a government analyst of participating state, each and every participating state. And last one, officer in charge of drug control organization of each and every participating state. So all are about ex officio members, and ex officio members they are made up of 3 members. Executive committee consisting of president, while vice president, and the such other number of members. If any query or doubts related to topic, please write your questions in comment box. Thank you.